Hey guys, Silly Tuck here, and we are here, I guess. It is Monday, week 1, January 2004, and I'd like to welcome you to WWE, to World Wrestling Entertainment, and Monday Night Raw. So in this series, Vince McMahon will be the owner of WWE still, obviously. My character, I will be playing as Shane McMahon, because, I don't know, I guess I just have something going on with Shane McMahon, where he's cool, and I basically do everything with him. Just to run down some things quickly, these are our franchise players: Shawn and Triple H, the head of the list. Next big things: Stratus, Akio, which is also Jimmy Wang Yang, if you know who he would later be, and Danny Basham, which is kind of weird. Hot prospects. Yeah, I want to make Kendrick a star, and I want to make Dupree a star. Talk the talk. We have The Rock on the show, but he's only an occasional wrestler, so I'm not going to abuse him. Showstoppers, ring generals, who's hot, who's not. That concerns me that Steiner's on that list, so is Flair. Um, right here with who's hot. This is when Hardcore Holly was finally getting his push, which he doesn't deserve. Time Decline, Flair obviously is up there. Must have been, okay, Rico for some reason exists. Ron Simmons, Bradshaw, Terry. These are our hidden gems. I haven't gone on tried to sign any of them. Right now, if we can take a look here at our storylines, I've sorted them by SmackDown and Raw. So, Raw's number one feud is HHH and HBK. I've kept that. SmackDown's number one feud is Hardcore Holly versus Brock Lesnar. Orton versus the Hurricane is the second feud on Raw. Then Cena and Show. Dudley's an Evolution. Mysterio and Tajiri for the light heavyweight title. Holly and Stratus. This is Molly Holly, Trish Stratus. Rhino and Angle, and then we have two extra ones over here: Steiner and Goldberg, and RVD and Jericho. And we have an Inter one, which is, um, you know, Raw slash SmackDown, which is The Undertaker taking on Kane at Mania 20 number. I don't know what Mania it is this year. But yeah, I just gotta make sure where we are tonight. We are in the Ottawa Civic Center or something like that, because Canada's cool. Accept it. Here we go. WWE Raw being held in front of 10,000 people in the Ottawa Civic Center and being shown live on Spike TV. So in a pre-show, Goldberg defeats Christian with a jackhammer. Another pre-show match. Rene Dupree and Spike Dudley have pretty good chemistry. That's nice to know. Rene Dupree defeated Spike Dudley by pinfall with Death Valley, with a Lore Valley driver. I've never heard of that, but some portions of the crowd were very vocal in their hatred of Stacy Keibler. Really? She has a negative crowd reaction. Jazz has a negative crowd reaction. That's interesting. In this match, Victoria and Jazz go over those two. So, to start off the night, Triple H, Shawn Michaels go back and forth, back and forth. You know, this is an established rivalry. This isn't new. And then to start us off, B-, always a good, solid match. Chris Jericho defeats RVD while using the ropes for leverage. Video air showing Kane, hyping him up for the Taker feud, pretty much. That didn't go so well. Dudley Boys defeat Batista and Flair because they're the tag team title rivalry. Bubba Ray defeated Batista by pinfall with a 3-day. Right, next, the C-, the Hurricane is interviewed by Gene Okerlund about his upcoming match with Randy Orton. Randy Orton defeats Val Venus with an RKO. Then we have Trish Stratus defeating Molly Holly with a chick kick. Then with the C, Molly Holly attacks Trish Stratus after the match. With a B-, Scott Steiner defeats Lance Storm. With a Frankensteiner? You mean a Frankensteiner? Whatever. In the ring, Steiner calls out Goldberg and challenges him to match. Goldberg responds and accepts the challenge. Reason why I'm not doing any of this pre-show stuff is because I'm not sure how much time we're going to have at the Rumble. with the Rumble itself going down. Then we have Garrison Cade defeating the Hurricane by pinfall of the Lariat following interference by Randy Orton. Garrison Cade has been taken under the wing by Scott Steiner earlier tonight, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I didn't expect much for this. Maven is in the ring, says he's protesting, and he will not leave until he gets his way. Then with the D+, wow, Kane completely killed, or Maven completely killed Kane's heat. Basically, Kane runs down, shuts him up. And then Booker T and Triple H don't click at all. Triple H defeated Booker T by pinfall with a spinning spine buster. In match we also had Shawn Michaels distract Triple H. And I think that's it. No. Triple H distracts Shawn Michaels long enough for Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton to jump in, and they beat him down to the ground. That show got a B- to kick us off, which is concerning because it started with an A and ended with a B+. So I'm not too sure why that happened. I guess it was because we got 2 Ds close to the end of the show, I'm guessing, but whatever. Something that I wanted to bring up was that I'm going to do this for SmackDown and everything like that. I'm going to do it in the style of my WCW one, where you guys get to see me book the cards. I just didn't do it for this one, just because it's kind of the introduction episode, and I'm just trying to establish everything that is going on. So I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, so we got some emails and various such stuff. Heat has been okay, because here, I'll show you. I didn't show you guys Heat, but this is how it went. To start it off, Bubba Ray, Devon, Batista, and Ric Flair confront each other in the ring. The Hurricane defeats Matt Hardy. Eric Bischoff books Hurricane versus Randy Orton for an upcoming Raw. Chris Jericho defeats Lance Storm. Rene Dupree defeats Maven. Raven. What? And Batista defeats Devon Diddley in the main event. So how did Raw do? Pretty good. People seem to have enjoyed the show. Anything going on around here that I'd be interested in? That's kind of interesting. NWA Wildside. I'm always interested in them. Well, nothing's really happening there. But whenever TNA, I'm still gonna say my lead competitor in this is TNA because they have the best roster, I would say, after ours. Anything interesting here? No, not really. Emails and stuff. Samoa Joe bid has failed. Seriously, we have a working agreement with these guys. Right. I want to negotiate with Joey Styles. The rival offers. It's not being seriously considered. It's not being seriously considered. Cool. So Styles still wants to join with us. I'm gonna press that offer. Make sure he signs with the new guys. Oh great, we have new goals. Let me see. You must not fall below number 1 in the company rankings. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I don't know about that. I might just turn these off. Yeah, I'm turning these off instantly as I see some of them. It's like, yeah, no. Devon Diddley wants to heal, Lita wants to heal, and Rene Dupree wants to heal. That is quite fine with me. These are awesome ratings, and I am off to go sever some ties in the company relationships-wise. Yes, I can be hostile with them. I do not want a working agreement with you guys. At all. Why in the world would I want a working agreement with you guys? So here's right here. If we check our developmental, we have Damian Sandow, Mickie James, never heard of her. He went on to be somebody who was kind of a jobber. I don't know who that is. Chris Masters, obviously, is Chris Masters. Ivory is down there to train people. John Hennigan becomes John Morrison or Johnny Nitro. Johnny Jeter, never heard of him. Kenzo Suzuki. He does become somebody. Yeah, I think he just comes in as Kenzo Suzuki. Luther Reigns would go on to be somebody's buddy. I don't remember who it was. Mark Magnus would go on to become Muhammad, whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Dude who got shut down because the terrorist attacks had been happening and stuff, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I think I am. No, never mind. Mark Magnus went on to become that guy. If hopefully they have his character. No, they don't. But I forget who he became. But that's Matt Capitelli. I've never heard of him. Nick Dinsmore, who'd go on to become Eugene. Nikita Fink, never heard of her. Nova is obviously Nova or Supernova from the Blue World Order. Sean O'Hare, Sean O'Hare. Seven is Kevin Furtig. Tank Toland is a guy. Tommy Dreamer is obviously there to train people. And Travis Bain would become Tomko. So we have our various stuff. So people who were trying to sign. Resign Brian Kendrick, get James Storm under a developmental contract, and bring Joey Styles in and have him be an announcer. Because what my thought process was is that I can get Joey Styles, and then here for announcing, I can make him Heat's solo announcer, and then for Velocity, I could have the solo announcer be somebody like, it could be Josh Matthews. It could even be Coachman if I wanted him to, really. It would have to be like Josh Matthews or something like that. Yeah, I think it'd have to be Josh Matthews. So that right there was my kind of thought process there. We have a lot of tag teams, definitely. These are our two brands, obviously. And, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to do, really. National Wrestling Alliance still has tons of people at this point. Right, this right here is W Developmental. Actually, you know what? Here, I might try to do a talent trade. Talent trades, OVW. He's unavailable to trade. Okay, well, if there was anybody who I'd want to bring or up for one appearance, it would probably be. I don't know, cause this guy right here, Seth Skyfire. No, really, he's not even that big. I don't know. I'm trying to see here. If there's anybody who I'd want to get, I think I would want to try to get either Joey Matthews here, because he's not under a contract like that, is he? Uh, yeah, I'm gonna get him under a developmental deal. We're gonna go 2-year developmental deal. Make that offer. I don't know who I'd want to get. I don't know. Anybody who I think would work really well is, already signed with us. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this first episode. Yeah, I don't really want anybody in there. Thanks for watching this first episode. Here, 1 second. Let me just look around their roster. If I was to get AJ Styles, I might mark out a little. Ooh, geez, Brian Danielson. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm looking at their roster, and it's just so many awesome people. Punk. Ooh. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, or maybe later tonight. I don't know. It depends on how I'm doing with SmackDown. Yep. Thanks for watching. Sleep Tuck. Out.